lovely to meet you, Gaetano. So, how are you feeling about Mobile World Congress and Barcelona in general?
It's great. Every year it's always an exciting experience. A lot of brands, a lot of ideas, inspiring moments. I've seen this year a lot of mobile companies that actually really got it in terms of what is mobile, where are we going. And what is really interesting is that for the first time, mobile is considered like the first screen. So all the budget that's shifting from TV to mobile, actually reflecting what we are doing in real life. That mobile is an extension of our body.
It's interesting though, because what I've seen is to do with like the budget shifting, but you can't just shift your advertising. You have to change it a lot for mobile.
Yes. So that's exactly what's happening. Brands are really interested in tailor a message. So it's not just, this is my campaign, TV, print, mobile. No, they need to actually tailor a message, this mobile focus. And this is exactly what we do at Bliss. So we have seen that using real life location data on top of the content that you read actually helps to define audiences in such a new, smart way. And all the brands and all the agencies we work with really got this, because for the first time you can feel the gap between offline and online behavior, and you can see the impact of performances in real life, and you can measure that in real life again.
Have you seen a lot about location at Mobile World Congress this year? Has there been a lot of focus on that?
Yeah, I've seen a few companies and a couple of panels yesterday. I think it's a kind of trendy topic right now because location, there are a lot of apps, a lot of sites that are interested, and they use location to tailor a message from very, very different sites, from Tinder, that's all we know that, to really specific like AccuWeather or The Guardian itself. So they have understood that location is important because where you are actually define who you are as a person, and then you can send the message that is tailored for that specific individual.
The moment as well, isn't it?
Yeah, the moments. And what is really interesting is that it's pretty funny, but one of the most interesting location is home. Because if we look at where people are consuming video, most of the time, more than 90% are consuming video on a mobile at home.
After certain times, is it?
Yeah,
like in the evening, I guess.
Yeah,
people move.
in the evening. So what's happening is that if I'm on my mobile phone and someone is sent me a video or message on Facebook, I'm not gonna open a desktop. I'm not gonna open a tablet. I have my phone. It's my extension. I open it and I watch it there straight away.
Yes, no, exactly,
That's
definitely.
how it works. So it's literally a third screen. Basically TV, it's a kind of background, nice souvenir that we have in our living room, but we use our phone to do everything.
I mean, for brands, adding location into their strategy is quite a new thing. What tips do you have for them in that field?
So it's really interesting because what we say is that doing a kind of dynamic targeting that is based on different location actually helps performances. So for example, let's say that I'm a sports brand, okay, and I want to target football fans.
Yeah.
The old school advertising was like, okay, I'm gonna put an ad on Sky Sports.
Yeah.
That's it. The truth is that you have really limited data about that person because it's just a Sky Sport reader. That's it. It can be anyone. If you want to target millennial football fans, when you add location, actually, you can have a look at people that are playing football every Wednesday because we see them on a football pitch.
Yeah, right.
Or we see them at Emirates Stadium on Saturday, and then we see them at Sports Bar on Friday.
And then you know what type of sports consumer they are, as opposed to,
and actually,
active, passive.
This guy is a football player as well. They play football, they're not just football watcher. So if you're gonna do a campaign sponsoring like football boots, that's the guy you want to reach.
Or even tailor your message so that it, you love being on the field. These guys love being, you can work with that in different ways. Oh, that's really interesting.
Yeah, how was your match? Try the new whatever boots. So that's really interesting because basically audiences are not just a sum of people, but actually we are individual, we are real people with real life behavior. So when you use this data to tailor a campaign, even any brand in the world will get that. It's so easy and powerful.
So Mobile World Congress is all about looking to the future.
Yeah.
What future trends have you seen for mobile, and more specifically, are there any for location?
Well, what I've seen so far, I think 5G is gonna happen very soon. So there are more connection than people in the world. Devices, wearable, will be connected with everything that we wear and that we have in our pocket. So I think the future is using and understanding how we can actually use all these things that we have in our pockets that we wear in a nice, not intrusive way. For brands, it's important, to not bomb people, but to actually being there for them, tailoring a message, if it's a wearable, if it's a mobile phone or whatever it is. The trend that is happening right now is actually looking at multi-screen and sequential campaigns. So I see you out of home, exposed to a banner, then I retarget you later when I'm in a specific location, then I retarget you later when home with a different message, because you have a different mindset.
Yeah.
That's the thing, and this is what is happening with us too. We are just looking at the market, seeing what's happening, and when we see that audiences, basically people, have different needs, such as brands, we just adapt to the market, and we try all the time to be like ahead of the curve, because we want to be there before the market explodes. So that's pretty exciting for us, because location is such a fluid offer that can adapt to any kind of campaign and gives really that little spark in terms of performances. And yeah, it's not perceived like intrusive, but it's a content, kind of native content that people like, but it's part of their daily life.
Brilliant. Thank you
That's
very
it.
much.
You're welcome.
Thanks.